the hardest part about doing a podcast is literally the start of it. Like, I'm sitting here now, and I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes, and I've been sitting there, I'm like, how do I start this? So I want to go, like, it's always the first, like, the 5, even not even 10, like, the first 5 minutes are always hard. And now I'm just trying to surpass those 5 minutes by talking about how hard those 5 minutes are. But that is why we have got comment of the week, because it helps us get things off to a good start. I like this idea, lads. I really fucking do. I've got the 2 comments here because I didn't do a comment of the week last episode. And I should have, it's just that I completely forgot. Obviously, we've got the water. This time, however, we've also got the coffee, the black coffee. I don't know if you guys can see that. The black coffee. We have not got white coffee because white coffee has milk in it. And milk kind of like lines your like throat or tongue or something. It makes it harder to speak clearly when you drink milk. So you shouldn't drink milk if you're doing a speaking thing. And I learned that off the Smith Plays with his Smith Squad podcast. Now lately, I've been listening to a few podcasts. I've been listening to the Smith Squad podcast. I've been listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, which is a fucking awesome podcast. And that's it. And I'm also thinking of getting audiobooks. But this is another story for the end of the pod. For after I do comment of the week. We always got to start with comment of the week. And it starts today. So my first comment of the week is a fucking long comment. And this is from like 2 weeks ago. It's from, because last podcast, like I said, I forgot to read out comment of the week. This is the one I should have read out then. And it is from someone you all know or should know, Doo's Destiny, aka Doo's Plays, as he's changed his channel name, etc. And he goes, this was in reply to my 2015 video, by the way. He goes, dude, that was the sickest thing I've ever seen. I'd expect this standard from YouTubers with hundreds and thousands of subs. Cheers for including me. Just wish I'd uploaded my latest video where I gave you a proper shout out and you could have used that instead of that shitty one, but well. That was sick. If you continue like you are, 2016 holds incredible things. I guarantee it. The quality of your videos and your passion for YouTube is incredible and so inspiring for me and motivates me hugely. This is the kind of video I'll put in watch later and watch back if I'm ever feeling down or burnt out. Fucking hell. Can't wait to see how you grow throughout 2016. I'm 100% certain it will blow both our minds. Looking forward to hopefully helping you out whenever I can, and most importantly, looking forward to every Kazalex video in store for 2016. You're on the fast track for big things, mate. I'm glad I've gotten to know you, and I hope you don't forget me when you're celebrating 100k subs at the dawn of 2017. I wish. Seriously though, keep it up. Congratulations on what you've accomplished. Thank you for being a friend and help keeping me motivated. Good luck for 2016, buddy. Always remember, you are sick. What a fucking comment that was. That was in reply, like I said, to my 2015 montage video that I'm sure most of you saw. I know one or two of you couldn't see it. I don't really know how to work around that. Maybe you guys just have to miss out. It was a good video. I put so much time into it, so I do want you all to see it. But I don't know, maybe one day I'll be like, oh, I'll upload it to this website and shit. But until now, it's only for the people who it wasn't banned, because it was banned in countries like Brazil, and that I realised. But anyway, back to the comment. That is probably the best comment I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. Like the time that I went into that comment, it made my fucking week, Drew. Honestly, that's such a sick comment. So thank you so much for that, man. That's literally an unreal comment. The stuff you said, it keeps me motivated. Comments like that. Alright, don't know what happened there, but the recording just randomly stopped, so we're gonna have to join those two together. Anyway, back to the comment. Yeah, thank you so much, Drew. That's a fucking amazing comment. That literally made my week. Like, that made me so fucking happy seeing that comment. It's the stuff you said in it, like, you're in the fast track for big things, celebrating 100k subs at the dawn of 2017, which obviously isn't gonna happen. That's really unrealistic, but obviously it's just, like, you just being a fucking lad. And it showed me that, like, oh my Jesus, I almost elbowed my water. That would have been everywhere. Nah, back to the comment. And yeah, like, thanks for being a friend and help keeping me motivated. You're helping keeping me motivated as well, man. So, and you guys all know the story of how me and the great Doo's Plays met. That's a story for a video that I've already mentioned. A video that I've done a while back. But regardless, mate, I can't, like, analyze this comment and, like, analyze every single sentence and shit. But I just want to say thank you so much. That comment was amazing. And that is comment of the week for that week that was there. Anyway, the next comment of the week, which is this week, or it might be like a day or two before this week, but it's this week, pretty much. It's a much smaller comment, but I'll tell you why it was really good. It's from Oscar Woods. He goes, I love the new schedule. A Kazalex video every day. Sign me up, Scotty. It's a small comment compared to that, really small, but it was like, it just made me think, like, he's happy, that there's a Kazalex video every day, and he looks fucking very happy that there's a Kazalex video every day. From a video from me, a video that I make, that he, I don't know. It's like, I'm speechless, Oscar. No, honestly, no, that's a really cool comment, man. It made me realise, like, wow, people watch my videos, like, it's crazy. Let me have a drink of coffee, because I need that caffeine boost. It's still really hot, though. It's got no sugar in it or anything. It's just black, fucking strong coffee. Oh, fucking hell. By the way, there's a big chance that this podcast is going to go up on Monday, because I'm recording this at 3ish, I think. I can't see the time because my phone's there, because it's got the notes. About 3 o'clock. And then obviously when I finish, it'll be like 4:30ish. And then to render it, it's like 4 to 5 hours. It will 99% be up on Monday. And I might upload the campaign today, but the campaign's also like an hour to record, maybe. Schedule's hard, and we'll get to that schedule thing. But anyway, Oscar, thank you so much, man. That comment was awesome. It made me realise that people watch my videos. It's just crazy. Like, it's fucking crazy. I'm having another drink. Fucking hell. Right. So that's the comments of the week, guys. Make sure to leave your comment in any video this week. And if it's the best one, if it's the one that hits me in the heart the most, or for some reason the funniest, or anything like that, the comment that I decide is the best is the best. But all your comments are amazing, and these aren't like any better than like any of your comments. It's just that these are the comments that hit me hard. Like, they all hit me hard, but these ones, like, fucking straight in the fucking heart. That's, the heart's there, unless I'm the Doctor Who. But regardless, those are comments of the week, so thank you, guys. Moving on to the actual podcast, I just hit my mic. Let's go here. You all have heard of... should I talk about that? No, I want to talk about... First, I might just talk about, like, maintaining the schedule and all that, because that's something that I do need to talk about. And by the way, I know my hair is ridiculous. I should have gone and got a haircut today, but I'm lazy as fuck, so I'm just going to go after college tomorrow and get my haircut, probably. I'm going to go quite short. Not short, I'm going to go, like, short on the sides and back, and then I'm going to keep it, like, normal on the middle, if you catch what I'm saying. But, yeah, about the schedule. It's not easy. It's the daily. I've been doing daily since the 7th or the 6th of January. That's not easy either, but that's, like, I'm managing that very well now. Like, I'm trying my best to really do that. And when I just put my head down to it, it's only a few hours every day I need to devote into YouTube. Since I come back from college, I get straight on the YouTube grind until I need to, and then that's it, I'm done, and I do the next day, and I'm doing this. I'm doing this well, guys. I know, like I said on my previous video, daily uploads sort of, like, how do you put it? Daily uploads, like, people don't exactly come back and watch every single video because it's daily. And I completely understand that, because when you upload daily, you're asking a lot for people to come back every single day of their life to watch. It could be like an hour video, half an hour video. I completely understand this, so don't worry if you're like, oh, I'm not watching his videos, I feel bad. Like, don't know if you would think that or anything, but if you do for some whatever reason, then don't feel bad, because I completely get it. I can't watch Markiplier, all of Markiplier's videos, or all of Jacksepticeye's videos, or all of Matt Shay's videos, or all of fucking anyone who uploads daily's videos. There are some that I do watch daily, like Ali A, I kind of watch all his videos. Not even really his, like, almost all, but what I mean is, like, I want to go on YouTube and just watch the videos that I want to watch. There's certain YouTubers that I watch every single video they release, but they don't upload daily, so it's a lot easier to manage that. So I completely understand that, but the fact you guys are still sticking around the channel and haven't just, like, forgotten about the channel is all that matters. Like, that makes me so happy. So that's me showing my gratefulness to that, and I'm just letting you guys know I completely understand that daily means less views, less likes, less comments. Technically it doesn't, because if I uploaded one video every 3 days, the 3 days of videos that I would upload daily would be getting more attention than that one video if you put them all together. But you know what I'm saying, I mean per video. Except for just uploading one every 3 days, for example, they're going to get a lot of attention because it's a video that doesn't come out very often, if that makes sense. I'm sure you guys understand what I mean. But for me, it's not really about that. It's not, obviously I want to grow my channel, and obviously I want to have a successful channel, but I don't really think too much about the likes, the views, and the comments, and that. I love them, and when I see every extra like, every, like, views, I don't really look at too much, but every extra like, every extra comment, like, and the average views, I guess, and every extra subscriber, like, numbers do matter. That they really make me they really make me happy. But if I had one person watching my videos, I'd still be uploading daily. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, back to what I wanted to talk about. The schedule part of things is the part that's kind of difficult because it's hard to, like, it's not hard, but I'm making it hard. For example, I should be recording the Kazalex podcast on a Saturday. But Saturday, I woke up at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 12:31ish in the afternoon. When I wake up, I need at least, like, 2 hours to, like, fucking get my head straight, etc. And I know I said I'm going to try waking up at, like, 6 a.m. and stuff, but, and I did today. Today is Sunday, and I was up at 6 a.m. and I went to bed, like, 3 a.m. So I've only had 3 hours sleep today, but man's on that YouTube grind. But, yeah, so I woke up at, like, 12 to, like, no, like, 1 p.m.-ish. And then I went to the cinema at like 5-ish, and the time in between I just couldn't be asked to record. I was like, my head was all over the place. I still got a video, obviously. I think that might be the channel update yesterday. Yeah, I think it was the channel update that I uploaded yesterday, but you might be seeing on this on Monday, so on about Saturday is the day that I uploaded the channel update video. And that, I'm trying to say here, what am I actually at the end schedule? Yeah, so I'm sure you guys know what I mean, but I'm going to keep the schedule, but I'm going to work around it a bit, so maybe a video might be, so like the COD campaign might be uploaded today on Sunday, or might be uploaded Tuesday or Monday maybe. This podcast could be like Sunday, Monday, but it's going to be a roundabout. I'm going to always try and get it out for the day that it should be, but if I can't, then, you know, you still get your video, it's just it comes a bit later, and the replacement will be a fun video, for example, or something that will come into the place of that particular video. So that's what I want to talk about schedule. It's kind of hard to maintain. I remember somebody commenting saying maybe a schedule's not a good idea because it's hard to maintain. It's a good point, but I think a schedule's good because when you've got a channel like mine that goes between story games to like fun games like Rocket League and that, to like Until Dawn, and then to podcasts and that, it's good to let people know when that shit's gonna come out, or let them know roughly when about that's gonna come out, so people know when to come check the channel out, etc. I personally think it's a good idea. If I had a channel like Markipliers, for example, or Jacksepticeye's, or Matt Shades, for example, then there's no need for a schedule because every video is just a fun game video. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to limit it down to one story game, maybe 2 times a week. So, for example, when I finished the campaign and I finished Until Dawn, or whichever one I finished first, let's say I finished the campaign first, which is the most likely because I think it's shorter than Until Dawn. I think Until Dawn's a bit of a longer game. When I finish the campaign, I'm going to make it so Until Dawn is Monday and Thursdays. Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, if that makes sense. And then when that means Until Dawn will go quicker, and I can bring in a new game into the mix and play that. Talking about games and stuff, one thing, and I'm transitioning into each topic really well. This is flowing quite nicely at the moment. See what I mean? Once you start off the podcast, it's hard, and then 5 minutes in, it's like, okay. And then how long are we in now? I think we're 10 minutes, probably. About 15, almost 15 minutes into the podcast. It's flowing nicely. But guys, what I wanted to say, I've been playing a bit of PC, laptop games recently. Game called H1Z1. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I would love to record it. Me and my mates have such a good time on H1Z1. It's like a game where we played a battle royale game mode where you all parachute into the town. You guys can watch the Sidemen play it. Sidemen are YouTubers if you didn't know. You could go watch the Sidemen play it. You go watch a bunch of people play H1Z1. You sort of parachute into this like abandoned city, and it's like 130 to 150, 140 people all parachute in to this big ass world, like bigger than like the GTA world probably, and every like 10 minutes or something the world gets smaller and smaller because poisonous gas is coming in, and it's like survival, that's how to survive. We haven't won a game yet, but I would love to record it, but I've tried different recording softwares. I've tried OBS, didn't work, it just sucks up too much of my CPU, etc. DxTory I've tried, that didn't work because that just made the game so laggy, because it's using so much CPU and so much power from the computer that it's not leaving enough power for the game. I think I've tried Relentless Action, again didn't work, it sucked up too much power, which is crazy, but this game does suck a lot of power. I need a much better PC to do it. I've got a really good gaming laptop, not really good, but like good. It cost me like £1,000, but I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna wipe it and sell it for the most I can, but only when I've got enough money. I'm gonna spend the next year or 2 saving up. I'm gonna get the fucking beastliest PC, which will enable me to do anything. My fucking art is like that. Like, I know like amazing PCs like £2,000, £3,000, maybe £4,000. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I want like at least like I just want a PC that can do everything, like power. I can record the games, play my games in high definition, record them for you guys. But that's a long term goal. That's something that I'm going to have to save up for ages. And right now, I've got my eyes set on another product. I want to get the Canon G7X to replace for this webcam. 2 reasons for that. Well, 3, I guess. 1, the Canon records a much better quality, and the Canon one, I want to get lighting as well with it. If you guys have any lighting like links you can give me on Amazon, etc., like send them to me, so I'd really like to have a look, see what lighting I can get. Actually, let me put that down on my notes. I can delete these comments now because I've already read them on my Word document. I'm gonna put ask around for lighting recommendations. Because I need lighting. Because right now, I'm not going to move my webcam because it will just fuck all the setup up. But right now, I have got a... Let me just fucking... Let's just do it my head in. No! What's going on? No, don't flash. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Right now, I have got this, like, lamp thing. It's pretty bright on my fucking left eye. But I want to get, like, stands that's got shades over them. So it's not, like, bright, like, on me, but it's bright. So it's very bright, but it's not piercing my fucking eyeballs. And this is sort of orangey as well. It's not very bright. It's just... It hurts my left eye. And it's just kind of shit. But it's all I've got. And it gives me the lighting that I require. I also use my laptop screen and light. I just use as much lighting as I possibly can. But it's still not good. If I have a look at it now... The lighting of my videos... My hair is ridiculous. Like, that is fucking so long. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. That needs to get sorted out. Oh, I don't even want to go to college like that tomorrow. I might see when I finish this if my hairdresser's still open down the road. I'm going to go get my hair cut because fuck me, that's bad. But yeah. I'm going to ask about for some lighting recommendations. I'll probably ask Matt. He did give me recommendations ages ago, like months and months ago, but they were sold out at the time. So I'm going to ask him again probably. So Matt, if you're watching this, then well, actually, no, you'll get the message before this video. So, yeah, at least you know what's going on with that. I just need lighting because it makes a big difference. Anyway, regardless, the lighting is going to go hand in hand with the camera. If you're wondering what the camera is, it's the Canon G7X. It's a handheld camera. It's like a compact camera, but it records in 1080p, 60 FPS. The beauty that 60 FPS will provide the face cams, it provide the vlogs, provide the podcast. 60 FPS is... beautiful. It's what you need. With good lighting, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a sexy ass channel, and it'll really improve the quality of the videos because it's just nice to look at. A nice web face cam. Unfortunately, I can't change the face, but I can add the lighting, etc. And shit like that. Another comment I want to talk about. I've literally just spurred in my mind now. My half cousin Owen Griffiths. If you're watching this, then you're a lad. You know that. He literally covers it. It was really simple. It's not a comment of the week or anything. It's just something I want to mention. He said, nice to listen to. I said, great podcast. Nice to listen to while playing The Giant, which is a zombies map of Call of Duty. And, like, that is what you should be doing. So, if you're sitting here, like with your phone or your laptop, watching me talk, fair enough. Like, if you're literally sitting here for the entire hour just watching me talk, fucking fair play to you. I personally couldn't do it, but if you're doing that, fuck me, fair play to you. But for the people who are wondering, like, why is he doing a podcast? Like, why does he expect us to sit there and watch a podcast? I don't. If you do, fair enough. That's pretty fucking awesome. But that's not what you're meant to do. Well, it can be what you're meant to do, but it doesn't need to be what you have to do. The idea that I had in my mind when I started the podcast was exactly like Owen said. You're playing a game, you have the podcast in the background, you're getting some lovely info from your YouTuber, your Kazalex. I sound like such a self-righteous cunt when I say that. No, you're just getting some info from Max. Or like some like I don't know, like, it's more personal in these podcasts. Like, I talk to you guys with my coffee and my fucking water as if it's like professional and shit, but it's not really professional, but you know what I'm saying. Or you can download it illegally on those fucking YouTube to MP3 converters, stick them on your phone, have it in your earphones while you're at work, or you just have it at work if you work at a desk and play it in the background, and everyone's like, oh, who you listen to, John, while you're sitting at your desk doing your fucking Excel spreadsheet. John will be sitting there like, oh, I'm listening to Kazalex, lads, and they're all like, oh, fucking hell, next thing you know, 200 subscribers, those 200 subscribers all go talk to other people, they all start listening to the podcast, a million subs by the end of 17. That joke was terrible. I'm getting quite hyped. Coffee does affect me. Like, today I woke up at 6 a.m. I'll get back to the Canon camera in a bit. I just go on tangent. My life is tangent central. I just go tangent. Ooh, like that. Tangents everywhere. But it's good because it keeps the podcast smooth. I haven't even moved on to my first note. My first note, I haven't even moved on to it, but that's good because it keeps notes saved for later on when I am struggling for ideas. But right now, ideas are flowing around the head, and the caffeine has obviously hit me, as you can as you can tell. No, I don't get too hyped, but the coffee helps me. I try not to drink too much coffee, but I always have one in the morning now because I'm trying to get myself up at 6 a.m, especially when I need to go to the gym, because I need the energy, I need the caffeine, so I can lift those fucking weights. Yeah. It's true. That's what I need to do. And yeah, I posted my schedule on Instagram, so if you've seen that, go follow me at Kazalex _. Yeah. Do that. So, moving on. What was I going to say? Back to the camera. Let's just go back to the camera. So right now I've got the Logitech. Doesn't actually say it on the camera. It's like the Logitech C920. Something like that. It's a HD 1080p webcam. It's not great though. It's good, and it is good for how much I paid. I paid like 40 quid for it, like when I started Kazalex, I was using this camera. It's good, but I want better. I want the Canon camera. It's gonna be nice HD quality, 60 frames per second, which is always amazing, with great lighting. What I need really is a camera and lighting. Once I got that, I mean, I'm gonna try and like get like more hours at work, etc. And if not, like I'm looking for a job at Curry's PC World, so I can sell some TVs to people, because I think I'll be good at that personally. I'd like to increase my sales skills and shit like that. So I'll get a new job. Maybe I might stick at this job and like try and get more hours. I just need to work more. I need to make more money, because right now I'm making good money for my age. Obviously not for adults' age. It's ridiculous the money I'm making. It's like shit. But for my age, I'm making all right money. I'm only working part time. Obviously, I do YouTube, which isn't a job, obviously. Well, it isn't. It's a job. It feels like it's a job. What classifies as a job? What's the definition of a job? Something you do and get paid for. So I guess it's not really a job. But it's like, it's work. I classify it as work, but enjoyable work. Like, I love it. It's work because it's not like I'm sitting down playing a game. Like, you see me, I sit playing a game, but that's like 10% of it. Like, I play the game, then I gotta like edit the video and all that, and like get it up and shit, thumbnails, etc. And there's all the little shit, and rendering takes fucking ages as well. So playing the game is only not even half of it. So yeah, like, when you think about, like, work, when I think of work, I think working towards something better. So when I'm sitting down playing a game, I'm not really, you can say I'm working towards a better level on the game, but fuck off, that's shit. So, college is work, work is work, my part-time work when I clean the garage, that's work, and YouTube is technically work, except for, can't really be classified as work because I love it so much, it just does not feel like work. Sometimes it feels like work, because it's just sweaty, and you gotta really focus on getting a video out daily, but right now, I'm fine. I'm pretty chill. Got my water. Got my coffee, which is obviously having a toll on me, making me hyper as fuck. We are 23 minutes into the podcast, and it's going quite well, guys, actually. Yeah. Also, with the camera, I'm going to need to get a tripod, like a little mini tripod on my desk, so you guys can see the great Max in beautiful quality with good lighting, and it'll be happy days, guys. Also, what am I trying to say? We've talked about the camera. We might be moving on to the notes now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think of before we get to that. Give me just 5 seconds of silence. Nope. I think we're good. And what I wanted to say, yeah, was when I buy the camera and the lighting and the tripod and that, I'm pretty set. I just need to save up all my money from that point on. Save up a bit of money every week, because I get paid weekly. Save up a bit of money every week, and get a PC by 2018 or something. Because what I really want is just an Unreal PC. Because it just makes life easier. Rendering will be better. It just makes life a lot easier, and a PC is great for gaming. It means I can record PC games again. Also, still doing PS4 games, but PC games are so fun as well, so I want to do that. What can I say, guys? That is the plan. Whether that happens or not, hopefully it does. I'm just working towards it. 2016 is going to be a grind, but it's going to be a fun grind. Let's start with the notes, because we are almost half an hour into this, and we haven't even started with any of the notes. I'm going to go for the coffee again, because I feel myself drowsing off again. I need the coffee to spark the energy back up. And also, I'm going to be recording this straight after. I'm going to record like 3 videos for the next week. Oh my god, I'm crashing. I'm crashing. I need the coffee. I'm going to write down most of this. Just bear with me. Mm-mm. I somehow spilled some on my desk. That was disgusting. But yeah, I just downed most of that. I finished that coffee off. So I give it about 20 seconds and I'm back in business. The reason I'm so drowsy in that is because, like I said, I got 3 hours sleep last night because I'm so determined to get up at 6 to get things done and that. And I'm trying to get up at 6 every day. During the week I do anyway because I go to the gym every day. I get up at 6 every single day. It's the weekends that's so hard to do because you stay up late on the weekends. I was up till like 3 o'clock playing H1Z1 with my mates. Oh my god. Yeah, we grinded the fuck out of that game. I would love to record it, I really would, but it's just impossible because every software I use, the only software that might work is the Elgato. It would still not really work though because this laptop is good, but it's not good enough to handle an intense game like H1Z1, which is a big game. It requires a lot of power from your laptop or computer, and it has to run the editing the game capture software on it. It's just so hard to make. It's so hard for the laptop to handle. I feel sorry. It's okay, laptop. Don't worry about it. I put you under too much pressure. Before I start on the notes, actually, I'm getting another idea to the head. It's the caffeine. It's reviving me. I went to go see a film in the cinema the other day called The Hateful Eight. You must have heard of it. Quentin Tarantino's eighth film. It was fucking awesome. It was a fucking. What the fuck? I just said fucking and my lip just like sounded. Hold on. It was a fuck. I'm trying to do it again. I said fucking and my lip like that. It sounded really weird. Regardless, I'm such a twat. It was a fucking awesome film, guys. Really, really good film. I loved it, and I want to see it again. And I'm gonna download it. No, I'm not. Don't listen to that. I'm not illegal. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it from the DVD shop. Yep, of course I am. But I'm going to watch it again, and again, and again, and again. Probably watch it one more time. But it was such a good film. It was really good. So if you're thinking of going to watch a film, I'm also, in the next 2 weeks, hopefully going to watch Creed, which is the Rocky Balboa sort of like... I never watched Rocky Balboa, but... I think it's like the Rocky Balboa like sequel or something like that. I think Rocky Balboa's training some like fucking guy, like what's his name? Can't remember the actor's name. He plays Rocky. I know it as well. Fuck's sake, you know who I'm thinking of? Stallone, something like that. Can't think, but he's training some guy to be Rocky, and he's like, it's like the next series, like the next film of Rocky, apparently. Something like that. I don't know. I might be completely wrong, but that's what it is. It's a boxing film, regardless. I want to see that so badly. I've heard that's a really good film. Another film I really want to see is The Revenant, one of Leonardo DiCaprio, where he's walking in the snow, trying to fucking find the guy who killed his, like, mate or son or something and shit like that. That's apparently an awesome film as well. And I've seen The Hateful Eight, Creed, Revenant, boom, happy fuck, or maybe Revenant, Creed. But The Hateful Eight I have seen, and let me tell you, it's a fucking good film. It's a really, really good film. So go watch that. Regardless, we are done now with the tangents. To the topics, which we don't have many of. I thought I had more. One more thing I want to mention. Next week we have Matt on the podcast. I'm recording this with him on Wednesday. I believe we agreed. That would be very interesting because one, it'll be the first time I've ever recorded a podcast with somebody, which takes a lot of weight off what I've got to do because like now when I'm recording this, I've got to keep talking. It's tiring for what I love it. It's one of the favorite videos. I love making podcasts, but I love it, but it's so tiring. And it's like, it's hard to keep entertaining for an hour. Whereas if I'm with Matt, who is also probably like 5 times more entertaining YouTuber than me, literally. So having him on the podcast, it'll be so good. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be really cool to do. I'm gonna ask him a few questions and that we're gonna have a bit of fun for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depends how long it goes on for. However long it goes on for is how long it goes on for. That's it. And then we're gonna have Dudes Destiny on the podcast, and I'm gonna ask my mate Like Mike's son to get on the podcast. I'm gonna ask my mate Mr. Shady Shade to get on the podcast. These are all YouTubers that, well, Dudes Destiny is a YouTuber that I met, that I've never met in real life. He's just a YouTuber that I've met. Hopefully I'll meet him in real life one day. You never know, it could happen. Hopefully it does, but he's like a friend on YouTube. Mr. Shady Shade and Like Mike's son are friends from college, and Far From Film is a friend from my old school. Long time friend, Far From Film. Well, long-time friend, I classify as friend for like tens of years. I've been friends with Matt from Far From Film for like 5 years, but we've been really good friends the past like year or so. That's it. The YouTube thing makes our situations very relatable. Let's just say that. So yeah, we're gonna have him on the podcast. So for all of you that love Matt, and I know some of you do who watch this, that's gonna be one definitely tune in for. That's gonna be good, and we're gonna record it on Wednesday. It's gonna go up on Sunday. Because we record it so much in advance, it'll be easy to get it up that Sunday. So yeah, enough of that. Let's actually start with the fucking notes. Here we go. You all heard of... Before we do, let me drink my fucking water from a sponsored fucking DW Sports. Well, sponsored, getting paid £1,000 per podcast. Of course I'm fucking not. Apparently, I had some people come up to me at college, because people in college are now starting to like watch my videos and that, which is weird. I was in class the other day, and people on the front row were like gathered around this little computer watching my video. I was sitting in the back, I was like, please don't. It was so awkward. But you know what, it's cool. It is what it is. I put videos on the internet to be watched, so I can't complain when people watch them. But, you know, when it's happening right in front of you, it's a bit awkward. But they seem to like it. They're like, oh, that's quite cool. So I was like, fair enough. Regardless, yeah. Yeah, and some of them believe that I actually am getting paid £1,000 per podcast. Mate, if I was getting paid £1,000 per podcast, I'll be running a podcast 5 times a fucking day. I would spend my whole day just making a podcast after podcast. I'd be sitting there like a fucking vegetable, making podcasts after podcasts after podcasts. But no. I'm not getting paid £1,000. I'm not even getting paid 1 pence, unfortunately. I'm just giving them a free advertisement. So there you go, DW. Guys, go tweet them. Get me the money. Get me the fucking sponsorship money. I'm joking. Don't tweet them and say Max wants. But don't do that. Let me drink my fucking water, please. Thank you. Can you let me drink? Can you let me drink my fucking water? Because I'm fucking thirsty. So just hold up. 2 secs. Silence while I drink. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm hyped. I'm good. This is good. I can't even talk. I've got energy. I need to check my camera is still in focus because I did that, and that can take it out of focus. But this camera's really good at autofocus. My hair's just a joke. My hair is literally just a fucking joke. Oh my god, it's like fucking. Oh, I must put my mic out. That would have destroyed the whole podcast. It's like that. What the fuck? Right, put the camera away because it distracts me. Moving on. Literally. Right, you all heard of Knowledge. You all heard of Ty Lopez. You must have heard of Ty Lopez. The guy on the advert who goes, what's his name? No, his name's Ty Lopez, but he goes like, here in my garage, in the Hollywood Hills, with my Lamborghinis. But if there's one thing I love more than money and Lamborghinis, knowledge. And he's like got my bookshelves. I read a book a day. You must have seen the advert. The first time I ever saw it was like 2 years ago. Nah, it was when it first like came out. Like I remember seeing it. It might be 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago. I'm really bad at thinking back to times, but I think it's like a year ago, year and a half ago. It was when my desk was over there. Wow, my desk was over there. Oh, that's weird. I like my desk here. What do I prefer? I don't know, but I keep changing my room all the time. I'll probably change it again soon. But yeah, the first time I saw that, it really intrigued me. I watched the whole advert, and then I clicked on it, and what it did was it took you to another video, where he was Ty Lopez, which is some really rich guy in the Hollywood Hills. He's got a YouTube channel where he makes videos about how to be successful in life, how to be a successful entrepreneur, how to invest money correctly, etc. I watch a lot of his videos. I think it's very knowledgeable. It's the way he says it, knowledge. He says like knowledge, I'm probably like American like. Still, it's the Ty Lopez knowledge. You've all heard of it. You must have all heard of it. If you haven't, then get out the rock, because you'd be living under one. But yeah, so I actually clicked on it. Basically, what it did was it took you to a video, literally like an hour and a half of him just talking about, like, what he was doing was promoting and advertising his program called 67 Steps. And that's like steps to like becoming successful in life. I never bought it. I almost did, because he was so convincing. He's really good salesman. He's there like basically what you need to do. I'm so bad at doing this accent, but he's like, you gotta divide your life up 33%. You want 33% luxury, 33% money towards your future, 33% necessary things to buy. Definitely not what he said, but around about what he said. He said 133% was investing into your better future, and he says this is what you can do to invest in a better future. Give me your fucking dough. And I was like, I want to give you my money, but one, it was like 40 quid. Two, I didn't want to get scammed. I thought I'd just throw a spider, that would be bad. And three, I believed him, but I didn't believe him enough to spend that money. And 40 quid's a lot of money, and I probably wouldn't have even used the steps. I was like a 16, maybe 15 even year old kid back then. I wouldn't have took it seriously, so I'm glad I didn't. But I do take a lot of advice from his YouTube channel, and I learned a lot of things from it. A lot of the things you hear me say sometimes are from his YouTube channel, but I don't really talk like intelligence. I don't talk about like intelligent things because I'm not intelligent, and it would be stupid for me to like do that. But if I know something, I'll talk about it. But I don't really know many things, so I'm not going to talk about it. But regardless, that's what I'm trying to say. Something he really stands by is reading a book a day. Now, like me, you're probably sitting there like, Max, who the fuck can read a book a day? I think the same. Who the fuck can read a book a day? A book a day. A fucking book. Do I have a book anywhere? Do I fuck? I've got the Hunger Games in there. I've got some other books in the middle room behind this room. I'm gonna swallow some tissue by accident almost then. That would have been bad. Let me have some more fucking water. Yeah, who the fuck can read a book a day? It's true, but what he does is he speed reads. So he just gets a book, he flicks through the pages, scans. People get really good at speed reading. It's like a skill you can acquire if you practice enough. So he apparently reads a book a day. I believe him, but that's just because I've watched him for ages. And he seems to be a relatively truthful guy. He's a cool guy. I like him. He's got like 400k subs on YouTube. But yeah, he reads a book a day. And I was thinking, like, I don't read books. I just find it boring. I sit there, and I got this a bit off the Smith Squad podcast, but I sit there, and I feel like I'm wasting my fucking time. Like, I know I'm learning, but it's boring to sit there and stare at pages like fucking, I don't know. So, what was mentioned in the Smith Squad podcast that I want to now mention to you guys is podcasts are like books. Now, I'm not saying my podcast is like a book because I don't really talk about things you can learn. But I will eventually talk more and more into that because I'm going to learn more and more things because I'm really going to start, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a subscription with audiobooks or Audible, whatever it's called. I'm going to listen to audiobooks at work as well as podcasts. So if there's not a Joe Rogan podcast out for me, or a Smith Squad podcast or anything like that, or a Ty Lopez video, then I'll just get an audiobook and I'll listen to that. So I'm going to start learning more. 2016, I really want to learn shit. But yeah, podcasts are like books. What I've got down here is podcasts are books and how important podcasts are about learning. It's true. I've learned so much from a podcast. I've learned much more from podcasts than I have from many other things. You can even say school, because school, most of the things I learn, I forget because I don't care about. I don't care about chemicals and shit. I know I should care about science, but I just don't. Like, let the scientists do science. I'll do my own thing. But what I do care about is like the brain, which is science really, but still like biology and shit. But the brain and like life and like things and like society and like all that stuff that like it just interests me, like the brain, how the brain works, psychology and all that. I love it so much. I learn a lot of that from different podcasts. I also learn about political things. Recently I've been learning a lot about Monsanto, etc. But I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. Actually, what time is it in the podcast? We're pretty much 40 minutes in. We'll get onto Monsanto maybe a bit after this. So I don't know too much about them. I might do it for the next podcast. No, because the next podcast is Matt, and then it's Doos. Maybe it's Doos. I might do a podcast after Matt, and then Doos. If that makes sense. But Monsanto will be something we talk about. If you don't know what Monsanto is, it's basically this big fucking organization, company / thing that fucking basically is the reason. It genetically modifies foods. It genetically engineers like crops. So, for example, they'll grow wheat, but it'll be genetically modified wheat or genetically engineered meat, wheat even. And they do it to meat as well. But let's say wheat, for example, it means that like it grows with pesticides on it automatically, so that when like bugs and that come to fuck with the wheat, it kills them off, which is good because it kills off bugs and shit, and it protects the wheat. But it's bad because you got chemicals and genetically altered shit in your food, especially when it comes to meat, where they like inject it with like fucking like what do? They inject it with like hormones and stuff like that. It's a bit fucked up, but it's sort of balancing it out whether a long story. I'm not going to go into it now. It really is a story for another video. I'm not going to talk about it. That's it. Enough Monsanto. We'll keep talking about the book a day thing, the podcast, just for a bit. So yeah, podcasts are like books. They are. Maybe not this one, maybe not the Kazalex podcast yet, but like I said, eventually you'll learn more and more things from me. Whether you believe me or not, it's completely up to you. Like I said, never take anything at first glance. It's always like look into things. But I'm talking about the Joe Rogan experience. If you want to listen to a podcast, you're like, oh, I'm actually really liking the Kazalex podcast, but I want other podcasts to listen to as well. The Joe Rogan experience is something you will learn a lot from. It's really good. Joe Rogan's a really smart guy. He's a cool guy. And he talks about a lot of shit, and he really changes your perspective on a lot of things. Because he's changed the way I look at a lot of things. I'm not going to go into what that is, but he has changed the way I look at a lot of things. And the Smith Squad podcast, the Smith Squad watches Joe Rogan podcast. The Smith Plays has watched Joe Rogan's podcast long before I started watching Joe Rogan. So all the episodes I missed, I sort of filtered through the Smith Plays to me, to you. It's like the human centipede almost. I just made a normal analogy very weird. But yeah, so that's really all I wanted to say. Podcasts are good. If you're doing something, say you're like at work and you listen to music, if you can listen to a podcast instead, it's going to be a lot more beneficial for you. And I've had times where I used to work a job in, I mentioned this a lot of times now, but I used to work a job in a company called eDirect Link, and it was a web design, SEO, search engine optimization company. I was technical support, so I'd help people with their emails, etc. And when the phone calls weren't going fucking crazy and I wasn't answering phones to pissed off clients, I'll be doing some other work for some other sector in the business. So like I'll be doing some work for the SEO team, for example. I'll be like doing search engine optimization for different pages of different websites and shit like that. While I'm doing that kind of boring shit, I'll have a podcast going on, and it can really turn a shit day into an amazing day. The Smith Squad podcast by a YouTuber called The Smith Plays, which I just cannot stop recommending, is what I have. It got me through a lot of days at work, because it was 9-hour days every day, because it was an apprenticeship, so it was like full-time work. And it was just, it was a grind. It was like, it wasn't a grind, I just wasn't used to it. I don't like full-time work. I don't, and I don't want to do that. I want to be into business when I'm older. I want to be my own boss when I'm older, but that's another story for another video, of course. That's a long topic that I want to talk about, but I could jot it down. At the end of this, I'm going to jot down Monsanto and business and all that. We can talk about it in a future podcast. Might even talk about it with Matt in the next podcast. You never know. But what I'm trying to say is, like, there'd be podcasts that I listen to that would just make me so happy, because it would just like he made a podcast being like, and he titled it like the most motivational podcast you'll see, or something like that. And I listened to it, and it was so motivational. When I got back home, I was like, I want to do work. I want to work on YouTube. I want to like grind the fuck. I think it's when I still have my Kazalex channel. It just, podcast can really alter your mood. It can really change your perspective when you listen to someone else talk about things. So if I do that, fair enough. I don't think I do to you guys, but I know the Smith Plays didn't think he did, but he does. He really did help me get through a lot of days. Not like depressing days, just days where I was bored out of my fucking mind, and he just really helped me out, with his podcast. And I always thought when I started listening to them, I was like, I really want to make my own podcast. And I know they're a bit like, they're not that, I personally think they're getting good. I think the first one was okay, the second one was terrible, the third one was very good, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good one. This one I think is really good as well. It's got a nice flow to it. Yeah. That's literally it, guys. Podcasts are kind of like books, depending on the podcast you listen to and what you want to get from a podcast. If you want to learn stuff, go to the Joe Rogan experience. I mean, I just watched a podcast and listened to a podcast at work the other day with Joe Rogan and Steve-O. I'm sure you know them both, Steve-O from Jackass, and it was basically Steve-O telling his entire life story, and oh my god, he has the craziest life story you will ever hear of in your entire life. Holy fuck, it's a crazy story that Steve-O's got. And I didn't know he had a story like that. Like, he's had the most unreal life story, and I learned so much from it. Like, I learned, like, wow, his life is so different to mine, like, fuck. It's crazy, and I'm gonna keep listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. I love it. But that's what I'm just trying to say. If you can substitute music for podcasts once in a while, you'll get addicted. Podcasts are addicting. Learning is addicting. I love new information, even if it's not learning like you'd learn from like a science book or like a maths book or some fucking not stupid, but boring shit like that. If you're just listening to a podcast about someone talking about life, or even this, I'm not even talking about anything like intellectual, but you can understand, you can like, from this podcast, you could just take motivation from it. You can like, from anything, you can reap motivation from anything as long as your perspective on it is correct, and the way you need to look at. What I'm trying to say is, music, you're going to get a nice vibe. Podcast, you're going to learn shit, you're going to help yourself, you're going to change your perspective, it's going to make you think more. It's better, it's good, it's better, it's good. Listen to podcasts as much as you can. Keep listening to my podcast as well. I'm joking, but do it if you can. I know a lot of you really enjoy the podcast, and to be fair, the podcast is the most popular thing on this channel, which I did not expect at all. I thought the podcast was going to be the most least popular thing on this channel, but no, they're the most popular thing on this channel so far anyway, which is crazy, and that's really good because I love doing the podcast, and the fact that you guys can sit and listen to me for an hour, it's quite warming. I love the fact that you guys can sit there and listen to me for an hour. It's crazy, and we must be reaching on an hour soon. We're quarter of an hour away from the mighty hour. Moving on, because we were on that topic for quite a while. I need some water. I need a 10-second break because I have talked so much. I've spoke so many words in the past 5 minutes. Fuck me. Wow. It helps me. Like, let me have a drink. Hold on. Man, doing the podcast helps me get things into perspective. When I finish this, I'm going to have a break for like 20 minutes, like catch my breath, jump straight into another video, make another video after that, and I'm just going to get prepared for next week, because it's hard when you get to college and you're working straight after college almost to keep a daily upload schedule. So it's good. Matt gave me the idea to record videos in advance, so that I don't fucking struggle like I am already. So yeah, I'm going to try and record a good 3 or 4 videos to help me out through next week, help me keep the schedule going and the daily uploads going. Yeah. We are done on that topic. Let's move on to the next one. So this is the me versus subs idea. And this will probably be the last topic we talk about. We've got like 10 minutes-ish left. I don't know if we're going to reach an hour, but whatever time it gets to by the time we finish this topic is when we end the podcast, lads. Where is it? So talk about me versus subs. So like I said in my last video, me versus subs is something I really want to do. The idea of it, if you didn't watch my last video, which is my channel update, but the idea of it is, so let me think of a way to word this before I jump straight into it. Basically, the idea of it is, my social media, so Snapchat is the Kazalex, it's my Snapchat, add me on there. Instagram is Kazalex _, the little line underscore, so Kazalex and underscore, that's Instagram. Twitter is Kazalex _ as well, so add me on all of those. You can contact me via any of those, and you guys, basically, if you guys can be fucked, if you want to, you can contact me via those social media. I'll just reply to everybody. And you can be like, I want to challenge you or something at Rocket League. I want to give you a one-on-one on Rocket League. I want to give you a one-on-one on Call of Duty. I want to give you a one-on-one on FIFA. I want to give you a one-on-one on anything. And I will agree to it no matter what it is, as long as I have the game. GTA race or something like that. It could be anything. I will agree to it. And it could be even like a challenge. It could be like a visual challenge. Like, how many press-ups can you do in a minute? For example, where you guys record yourself doing it, I record myself doing it, you send me over the recording, I put it in the video. Jobs are good one, guys. So that's what that's the plan. And basically, so my first video is going to be me and Daniel Torley. I was going to pronounce it Daniel Torley. And if you've seen the channel update video, you would have known this already. I'm going to give him a one-on-one, one-on-one on Rocket League. I fancy my chances because I think I'm quite a good Rocket League player. I don't know if he's like fucking insane in it though, which would be a bit bad if I lost my first game. But I have hope. You're gonna get fucked up, Daniel. Yeah, the first game is gonna be me and Daniel. So what it is, imagine a tally chart. So like a line there, Max or Kazalex subs. So a line is like a tally. So like Kazalex, so a line, Kazalex subs. I win the game against Daniel, for example. I put a line there, that's 1. That's 1 point to me. Next game, I play, think of Deuce Destiny. I play him at Call of Duty. I give him a 1-on-1 Call of Duty private match. He picks the rules, obviously, because subscribers pick the way it goes. He wins that game, for example, so then it'll be Kazalex 1, subscribers 1. And it's just something fun that's going to keep going. And, like, no, I'm not going to add it to the schedule, but it's something that I can add into the random game fun video section of the schedule, which is, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So it'll be one of those videos. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? That is the plan. And I think that'll be really good. I think that'll work really nicely. I could give people games on different things, and then when I get an Xbox, which I eventually will, but that will be ages, months, maybe even next year, or sometime when I get money in that, I will eventually one day get an Xbox as well, so I can play all of you no matter what console you're on. But that would be ages, because I need to prioritize the camera, the lighting, and the gaming PC first. And that's all long-term thing. The camera, what I'll hopefully get by the end of February. The lighting also by the end of February, maybe before that. And the gaming PC probably around 2017 time, because that's going to take so long to save up for. Regardless, guys, that's what I'm trying to say. So I think that's a really good idea. It'll help me keep it interacting with you. And it'll just be really fun to, like, do that. Play you guys at different games, and hopefully I'm going to record a video with Daniel today, which that means it should be up like Tuesday-ish, maybe like, yeah, like Tuesday-ish, Wednesday-ish, maybe something like that. And I'll try my best to make some cool graphics for it, so like, I'll make like a template, so like, Kazalex, line, subscribers, 1 point to Kazalex, because let's face it, Daniel, you're going to get fucking slapped, I'm going to slap you at Rocket League, you can't beat the Rocket League master. If any of you beat me at Rocket League, have my channel, have my password, you can have it, you can upload it, I'll just fuck off, I'll just go, I'll just leave, you can have my channel, because none of you are going to beat me, and then, yeah, I'll just play you guys at everything. I know there will be some games that you guys will win at, for example, my subscribers that are my friends, such as James Turner and James Skerritt, and Amelia De Silva, they're all going to want to play me at FIFA, and I'm shit at FIFA, they'll snap me, but still, that's good for you guys, because you get 1 point to the subscribers, and then I'll think of it, like, at the end of the month or something, if you guys have the most, I'll say giveaway, but I'm not really big enough YouTube to do a giveaway. I don't have enough money to do a giveaway, so maybe not a giveaway, but I'll think of something. You guys can think of... Yes! Do you hear that? You guys can think of something that, like, it's like a rewards scheme for, like, the end of each month. You know what I'm trying to get at? It's a pre-alpha idea, but it should turn into something very good, and I'm looking forward to doing it. That's pretty much the basis of the idea. I'm really excited about the idea. I don't know if any of YouTubers have done it before. Not that I know of. It came to my mind when Daniel asked me for a game of Rocket League. So Daniel, this is pretty much all you, mate. So when this series gets really big in the future, pray to God, then it gets really big in the future, it's all on you, buddy. It's all on you. So thank you very much. No, I don't want to open up Skype. We're pretty much an hour into the podcast, so I think I'm going to call it quits here, guys, because we're running out of things to say, and I don't want to just talk about random shit for no reason, and this podcast has been good, and I'm very happy with the podcast, the way it's gone. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you drop it a lovely, beautiful, delicious like. If you also enjoyed it just as much as you enjoyed it 10 seconds ago, make sure you leave a comment. Don't forget, comment of the week. Guys, gonna get that comment of the week going. Comment of the week, I feel like I'm just like trying to like make you guys give me good comments. Now, only give me good comments if you want to give me a good comment, but I'm just saying comment of the week is something that, one, helps me just jumpstart our podcast, which is something that's really important. You need to get the original fuel to light the fire, and two, it gives me a chance to show you guys that I really do appreciate the comments you guys leave me. So comment of the week, remember that. Yeah, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. I read all of them. I reply to all of them, of course. Then that. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, you make sure you subscribe. We are at 106 subscribers at the moment. We lost 2 subscribers the other day, but who the fuck cares? We're at 106 subs, which is unreal. My mate, Deuce Destiny, or I keep calling it Destiny, Deuce Plays, has hit 100 subscribers at the time of recording this, whether he's dropped below it since or gone past it since, I don't know, but right now he's at 100, so if you're still watching it to this part, Drew, congratulations, you fucking deserve it so much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a podcast with you, Matt, you as well, and then they don't know it, but like Mike's son and Mr. Shady Shade, both of you as well, we're doing a podcast together. I don't think they watch the podcast, but if they do, you know, but I'll talk to you about it in college anyway. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I literally fucking love you all. I'm in a good mood now. I'm going to have a 10-minute break. I'm going to get straight onto the fucking grind and record more videos for the week ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I definitely fucking did. I absolutely love you all, and I will catch every single one of you beautiful fuckers in the next episode. Peace.